Most people spend more time reading about success than actually creating it. They study self development books, watch motivational videos, scroll through endless advice, and yet their life doesn't change. Why? Because knowledge without action is useless. Ideas remain ideas until they're executed. Plans remain plans until you move. And dreams remain dreams until you take the first step. There's a saying, you don't get what you want by thinking about it. You get it by doing it. People who succeed are people who act. People who fail are people who wait. They wait for the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect amount of knowledge. They wait and life passes them by. Today we're going to talk about why action matters more than theory, why doing beats learning every time, and how a person who takes action consistently becomes unstoppable. Think about this. How many people have amazing ideas that never see the light of day? They have business ideas, workout plans, investment strategies, self-improvement routines, but what do? They research, they analyze, they prepare, and then they wait. Overthinking creates paralysis. The more you overanalyze, the more you doubt yourself. The more you wait for the perfect moment, the more time you waste. Here's the truth. Perfection is a lie. There is no perfect moment. There is no perfect plan. Every successful man knows this. The entrepreneur who starts a business without knowing everything becomes the one who grows the company. The man who begins his fitness journey with small steps ends up stronger than the man who waits for the perfect gym program. The man who talks to women even awkwardly at first builds social skills faster than the man who just reads on attraction. Action beats theory because the real world doesn't care about your knowledge. The real world rewards doing. People think they need to know everything before starting. They read every book, watch every video, and plan every detail. But here's the reality. Action teaches faster than theory ever can. When you take action, you encounter obstacles you didn't anticipate. You face challenges you never imagined. You learn lessons no book or video could ever teach you. Launch a business and you'll learn negotiation, sales, leadership in ways no course could provide. Start training consistently and your body will teach you about discipline, resilience, and focus all in real time. Approach women or build relationships and experience will teach you nuance, patience, and communication far better than reading about it. Action creates feedback loops. Mistakes teach you faster than research ever will. And men who act, who fail, who learn, they build mastery quicker than any theorist could. Waiting is expensive. Every day you delay action, you lose time, the one resource you never get back. The man who waits to start a business loses potential years of growth. The man who waits to train loses strength, health, and confidence. The man who waits to approach opportunities misses chances that may never return. Time doesn't wait. Life doesn't wait. Opportunity doesn't wait. And the longer you wait, the heavier the cost. Many people think that by waiting, they're preparing. But in reality, waiting often means avoiding fear, avoiding discomfort, and avoiding accountability. It's easier to stay in theory than to face the challenge of real action. The man who takes action now, who moves despite fear, is the man who wins. Every delay, every hesitation, every "I'll start tomorrow" is a brick in the wall between you and your goals. Stop breaking down that wall today. You don't need a perfect plan to start. You need a plan, some courage, and the willingness to begin. Perfection is the enemy of progress. A perfect plan never becomes reality if it stays on paper, but imperfect action compounds into results over time. Think about it. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and creators, rarely do they start with everything perfectly lined up. They start, they adjust, they learn, they pivot. Action generates clarity. Action builds momentum. Action creates results. Men who wait for perfect conditions are left behind. Men who act even imperfectly move forward and gain the advantage. Write your first book without knowing the perfect marketing strategy. Start your business without every system perfectly designed. Build your fitness journey without having the ideal diet or program. Action will teach you how to refine, adjust, and improve. Theory alone will never get you there. Knowledge can make you feel smart. Action makes you feel strong. A man can read 100 books on leadership, but he will never truly lead until he actually takes responsibility and faces challenges. A man can study fitness for years, but real confidence comes from lifting, running, and testing his limits. A man can watch every video on social skills, but he will never truly connect with people until he starts interacting. Action builds self-belief. Theory builds illusions on competence. If you want confidence, results, and respect, you have to start moving today. Consistency amplifies action. One day of action is good. 1 week is better. 1 month is transformational. Writing one page a day turns into a book in a year. Training consistently builds a body that commands respect. Every successful man in history understood this. They didn't wait to feel ready. They didn't wait for the perfect timing. They took action consistently. That consistency created results that theory alone could never produce. Action compounded over time is unstoppable. The man who moves now becomes a man who achieves. Fear is the main reason men stay in theory. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of embarrassment. But here's the secret. Fear disappears when you act. The moment you take action, you realize that fear wasn't as big as your imagination made it. The obstacle wasn't as impossible as you thought. Action builds courage. It builds resilience. It proves that you are capable. And the man who faces fear through action becomes unstoppable. Waiting, on the other hand, strengthens fear. Every day you delay, the fear grows bigger. Every day you hesitate, doubt multiplies. Action shrinks fear. Theory inflates it. So here's the hard truth. Knowledge without execution is useless. Planning without doing is wasted energy. Waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. If you want results, respect, growth, you must take action now. Start small if you need to. Start imperfectly. Start messy. Start scared. But start. Every man who achieved greatness took imperfect action consistently. They failed, they learned, they adjusted. And they kept moving forward while others were stuck reading, waiting, and overthinking. You have one life. You have one chance to create the results that you want. Don't spend it living in theory. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Don't chase motivation. Take action today. Take imperfect action today. And then take it again tomorrow and the day after. Because action is what separates boys from men. Action is what turns ideas into empires. Action is what builds legacies. Start moving. Start doing. Start now. And watch your life transform one step at a time. See you in the next one.